hello. I know it's been a little while. We'll survive this, won't we? Let me get my computer resituated here because I moved things around trying to find where the cable was plugged in. Alright. I'm feeling a little better. I mean, it's every day is slightly, you know, different progress level, but my mood is lifting, so hopefully it will continue to improve. So yeah, we're here playing some Floramancer. And yesterday I did play a whole bunch, and mostly building. So I do have some things to show you. I'm trying to remember everything that I've done. So what I'd like to do is just walk around the base to try to trigger my memory to go, oh, these are the things I've worked on. So that's what we're gonna hopefully do. So you'll say, hey, I did this, that's right. I do know I've done stuff down here. I've just been trying to collect some mana, so I have not been doing anything that requires a lot of mana right now, just because I'd like to have a decent amount so I can run my orchid, which of course means making more, generating flowers and actually running them. But down here at the end, we've always had my terrasteel, my basic terrasteel setup right here, but then I have the start of what's going to be a hallway, so there will be walls up around it, and along the hallway all the way down this way on this side will be auto crafting of things that need mana. So first I've got just basic things that you know, mana infusion, you drop into a mana pool and it creates new things. It's mana steel and mana powder. We're going to use sugar because it is a renewable resource. These things we need for runes specifically. We're aiming towards finally getting being able to automate runes, so we need the supplies. So the deficit is I don't have sugar. Since then I have partially solved that problem, and we'll see that in a moment. But right now we've just had a manual sugarcane farm. We do need to set up automatically crafting the sugarcane into sugar. So there is that we're going to do, and I've just been kind of playing with design, trying to make something that'll look interesting as you walk down the hall. So that's what I have here so far. This is a similar setup to what we did in the petal hall here. So it keeps... I have way more mana steel in here than what it keeps. It keeps like 6 or 7 stacks in here. So that is what I've got for that. I will probably... and I have to learn how to do this, set up a comparator from the mana pool to disable the crafting if the mana pool doesn't have enough mana in it to, you know, craft the item. So, yeah, that I have to learn how to do. I know it's something like, if I put a comparator here, I need to figure out how to get the line to connect. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I know there's a way to do it, but that's not something I've focused on. So yes, this is going to be crafting lane or whatever we want to do. We're going to have mana crafting on this side. And then probably over on this side will be regular crafting with the crafty crate. So one of these spots over here will be taking the sugar cane and turning it into sugar, so that then we'll be able to take it and turn it into mana powder. All right, with me so far? I have extended the path. I just did that so the grass hasn't fully grown to go this way towards the Spectralus. I have it turned off right now because I ran out of one of the wool colors the last time I ran it, and that's not a good thing to have happen when your generating flower expires after a certain amount of time. So then we ran out of lime. It was down just to 2 stacks, so I'm waiting for these to be relatively full before I run it again. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I also did breed the sheep one more time, so there are 3 sheep in each colored pen to help increase that, because if we're not able to keep up with wool, I don't want to run my Spectralist. I am still manually crafting the Spectralist because they require winter runes, which require cake. So there's that. Down here, I changed a little bit of this. It was completely covered in grass. I didn't like it so much, so I have a extra little shape here and just put some mana glass there so you could see down into the cave system there without falling in.
Congratulations. Just officially become a dog of the military.
Thank you, Desert Rat. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. I haven't done anything over here. If you remember, if you've been around, you know that I have my Endoflames and my Thermalilies and my tree farm. And on the other side of the tree farm up over there is my living wood production. So I haven't done anything here. You already know that I automated these last time, so it's keeping up quite well. But let's see. Down here, I have done a couple of tweaks. They're not perfect, and maybe you guys can help me. All right, so our problem was the lava was flowing all the way down here at some point, so it wasn't able to create stone. It's kind of like a glitchy thing. I have added a dispenser with a hourglass set for 4 seconds. So every 4 seconds it places the lava, and then every 4 seconds it picks it back up. So that helps keep it from flowing down. I have another problem and I can't figure out why it's doing it. So maybe you guys might be able to help me if you know what's going on. This water source disappears. I don't know why it disappears. There's nothing. It just goes away and then it's gone, and I don't know. I don't know why it does that. And at first I went up here to where it is. Ooh, I don't like that. This is where the water source is, and I actually had a you know, a regenerating system here where it would make water here and it would flow down. These disappeared. I don't know where the water's going. It's not like I have like evaporation or something in the pack, so I have no clue why this water is disappearing. So there you go. If any of you know why my water is disappearing, let me know. That would be a good thing to know. Alright. Oh, we have another slime. I should make another slime. Do I have slimes in here? No. I suppose there's a lot of slime chunks in that area because that's like a different spot that I've seen a slime in now. And I like to use signs to mark where they are. So that I can then try to find a slime chunk. I know I can make a slime in a bottle or whatever. Did he despawn just from that distance? Oh, he's over there. Looked like he was about right here. We can go slime spawn here. And then peg him. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We're gonna need you for today's project, so give me all your slime. Woo! Alright, let's place you back. Got 11 slime balls, that's great. Yeah, okay, so we had a slime spawn here. Yeah, in this chunk. Good to know. I've had a slime spawn in here. I think I told you last time. I had a slime spawn over here. So this chunk is also a slime chunk. And I've had a slime spawn down there. So that's a nice slime chunk. Problem is, we're at the level that slimes are spawning. So I can't really put a full-size slime farm in this area. I would have to put it somewhere else. So we'll see about that. But let me show you. I did the arch here. Archway leading into Petal Hall. So we have Petal Hall. I capped off the end over here. And I also decorated the inside of the flower farm. I also have it turned on all of the time, and I increased the number of upgrades in here, so it will hold more flowers. They don't have void upgrades in them right now, but I just figured might as well turn it on. So it's on, it's running all of the time. And the blocks in here are sandstone and sandstone brick from Quark. And this is sandy brick, also from Quark. So that's what's in there. Living rock on the ceiling with the sandy brick. But it looked decent. I didn't want anything too out of the way, too busy, because there's so much color back there. But yeah, so at the end of Petal Hall, I added another path. I haven't got walls yet, but this leads to the area that we're making the flowers. So I started figuring out, you know, what I wanted for flowers, made a bunch of petal apothecaries. These are the two we're currently making, auto crafting, and oop, there it goes, we got one, yay! So it keeps that much in all of the time. So we got that. I do have up here is where one of the mana lines is. So this pool and this pool have mana. We're able to pull mana down from up there to here. These two is too far away, so we're gonna need to probably pull mana from that line. You see that one? It goes this way. Might have to make a branch come out this way and down to get these two mana pools filled. So what I'll probably do, I will use these two sides first for the flowers that we're creating, and then when I get over here is when we'll figure out getting mana over onto this side. So I mean, I've got 6 more flowers that I can automate. We do have the Thermalily and the Spectralus that I would like to get set up here, and then the Rosa Arcana as well. Those are the 3 flowers that we're currently just making as we need them, or making them in bulk. So those are all the ones I would like to get set up next for that. And then the big stuff. Let's head off to the big stuff and what we're going to be working on today. So up here in our farm area, I have extended the hallway. Again, still no roof. I haven't figured out the ceiling. But I did some decorating along the hall all the way down there to where our wheat farm is. And up here, I'll show you in a second, I decorated the potato farm entrance. Nothing fancy, just something better than the dirt and stone that was down here. This is slightly fixed. I just went around and placed potatoes in all of them. Some of them I still haven't done. Just placed potatoes in the farmland and took all of the potatoes out of the dispensers. That seems to have fixed it for the most part. Okay, we'll show that in a second. I decorated in here, so we have like a vaulted ceiling in our other crops farms. I don't think I'm going to need more than this amount. We need beetroot and carrots, and then wheat and cactus for the cell blocks that we're going to need eventually when we do the dandelion. So that's what these are here for. I don't have a use for carrots or anything else. I don't have a use for beetroot or anything else. So they're just stockpiling for that. Nether wart we do need, but we don't need a ton of. And I've got 4 stacks, so we're good. These beetroot seeds, we could, if we were getting a larger amount, we could use them in the flour recipes. We'll see what we do. So I just kind of decorated in here. I probably don't need those torches in here anymore because there's mana glass there. But so that's decorated. And then our wheat farm down here. I started a 3rd layer. It is still incomplete, so it's not set up because it's working. We've got 9 stacks of seeds and 9 stacks of wheat. It's working. We've got enough to keep our flowers being produced, and we're getting a decent supply. So I don't need a 3rd layer at this point, and I don't know if I ever will, so we'll see. And then again, this is the same pattern I've been using for this hallway. I did move the stairway, and it goes down here. So it will hide the mana lines that I've got. Okay. So there's that. Let's show you what I've actually built. We did up here. This was our manual sugarcane farm, is now automated. And I'm really happy with it. I love the color. I love how green it is. These are blocks from Quark. We've got sugarcane blocks, which are just 9 sugarcane. And we have sugar blocks, which is just 9 sugar. These fall like sand, and you can't place them above water. They just melt. They disappear. You lose them, which makes sense. Sugar water, I guess. So we got that. So yeah, all these sugar blocks, and then a bunch of red sandstone. And I use red sand in here to bring that color in there instead of regular sand or dirt. The water is underneath those stairs. And this is just a vanilla mechanic farm for 111, I think is when observers came out. It's an observer and a piston, and then behind the piston is a block with a piece of redstone on it. That's it. So what happens is, if you haven't seen this, when the observer detects the block update in front of it, which means when the sugarcane grows, it triggers all the pistons. I could make it fancier and have it trigger just the one that grew, but I don't mind that it triggers the whole row. Not at all. And then the hopper hawk picks it up. This is the mana for the hopper hawk. I had to pull it up from over here to power this. So we have 3 stacks of sugarcane. This was built yesterday, so it is producing a decent amount of sugarcane right now. And the back's just decorative. Just decorative. But yeah, happy with this and how it's running. I hope it's enough. I don't know if agrocarnations work on sugarcane. I have to look that up. Sugarcane work, because you can't use bone meal on sugarcane, but I don't, if the agrocarnation does growth ticks instead of like bone meal effect, then it would work. But I'm thinking the agrocarnation does bone meal effect. So that's something I'll need to look up to see if I could put a couple agrocarnations in here. So, and then I did this stairway down here. So that, I think, is everything that I've done. I've done, like I said, I've done a lot of building. It tends to relax me, so that's why that has been that way. Today, we are going to be making a mushroom farm. I know. Most people avoid mushroom farms, but because Botania requires mushrooms for the Earth rune, we need to have a farm to keep gaining mushrooms. I think one of the something needs the fermented spider eye too. Uses. Yep, the autumn rune needs the fermented spider eye, which we'll also need a mushroom for. So definitely something that that we're going to need mushrooms for. I am going to do a slightly modified vanilla farm that you've probably seen these. They look like the tunnels. You've got we're going to use podzol, but you've got the seed mushrooms on this one, and then they grow, they grow on the sides. So they'll spread on this one and this one. And we're going to do, it's going to be a tunnel, so there'll be a row of it, with observer blocks pointed at this space, and then a sticky piston out here, a bit further away, that will quick fire when it detects a mushroom growth there, and it will pull this podzol out and push it back in real quick. Tick, tick. And so that'll harvest the mushroom, and then we'll just use hopper hawks to pick it up. I'm going to only use brown mushrooms because we don't need red ones, and I'm going to configure the recipes to only use the brown ones. You can only use brown ones to make fermented spider eyes, so the red ones are not necessary. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do... I think I might have a space over here, a 7x7 space that's tall, that I could grow the big ones if I wanted to, manually. But the tunnels are going to go this direction. Not super far. They're not. It doesn't need to be gigantic. I want to be able to make... because mushroom spread is pretty slow. If we did... let's see, I'd want... we did 2 hopper hawks. We could do 2 tunnels. And we did 10 long. That would be 20 spots in each farm. 40 spots. That should be okay. I think that'll produce enough mushrooms for us to... for all of our earth rune needs and fermented spider eyes. So that's the hope. So for supplies, I'm going to need the podzol and the seed mushrooms, and I need to dig this out a little bit. And then I also need observers and sticky pistons, hopper hawk, chest or drawer. And that might be it. I mean, there are ways, if you guys wanted to do a fully Botania way of doing a mushroom farm. There is a way, using a vanilla mechanic, where you place the mushroom and you bone meal the mushroom and it grows a full-size mushroom. You could then set up bore lenses to break the mushroom blocks and get the drops, pick up the drops that way. There is an AFK-able mushroom farm. I've seen Azumavoid make one. I believe Ilmango has made one that has a tutorial that allows you to do AFK mushroom, giant mushroom growing. I don't want to be that complex. I don't need that fancy. We're going old school, I guess you can say. But this space here is going to be for large mushroom growth. I'm going to dig this out a little bit. It'll be for large mushroom. I think it needs to be 8 tall. Might be 9. We'll see. But I'm going to have the tunnels go this way. There'll be 2 tunnels. So we'll be digging, but I want to make some of these resources first. Make sure we have the supplies for the resources. And go from there. We'll start with 1 tunnel. We'll do 20 observers. And observers, I know, need quartz. How much? Just 1. So I need 20 pieces of quartz, and I know that I don't have a ton. Hi, bacon! We need 40 pieces of redstone. And then a bunch of cobble. Which, yeah, got that. Alright, there's 20 observers. Then we need to make 20 pistons. How much cobble do I have on me? Alright. That's cool. Let's put that away. Now the slime balls, we might be having to make some eventually because we need to do stickies. Alright. We need dirt, which we can do the dirt rod to do. We're going to need a dead bush to turn into a boreal seed. So we can do that. Piece of grass. So let's do that real quick. We need to use the alchemy catalyst. And it gets us a fern, and then you throw it in again, and it gives us that dead bush. And then if you throw it into a pool without anything under it, you get a boreal seed, which will give you podzol when you place it. Alright. Do we have seed mushrooms? I don't want to do any red ones. Oh, that down here. Oh, there's something, I don't know if you guys remember. Something I derped. I was really derpy and it was for a really long time, so I wasted a lot of hydrangeas. This elven mana spreader was up here. Now, if you know Botania, what was the problem with that? If you say it was too far away, you're correct. None of these flowers were ever bound to it. It was way too far away for them. And so I think I went a good 6 or 7 hours. 6 or 7 hours of hydrangeas. So that is like almost 100 hydrangeas that I just wasted mana. They just didn't do anything. So I moved this mana spreader down and put a phantom lens on top of it so it'll go through blocks. And now it works just fine. Yeah. That was, I really did I can't believe I did that. So yeah, it was too far away. And I, for the longest time, like, why isn't this working? And yeah, oh well. We got to figure it out now, right? Okay, so, let's get you. Trying to think if I want that block there, because we're going to give a little bit of wall. We're going to need to, nope, we need it here probably. Because then the piston will go here. And the other dirt block there, and then again on this side, and then another one on top. Yep. Okay. Alright, and we're gonna need blocks here temporarily. Oh, when I place them, they're gonna move, aren't they? Yep. Okay, good to know. Okay. Uh-huh. Now we shouldn't have... It should fetch it real quick. No, it needs to be faster than that. Why didn't it go as fast? Did they slow it down? The Ilmango tutorial, it moved the block really fast. Is it dark enough here, I wonder? Okay, so that did it. Let's see if it's reliable. Okay. Good, good. Alright. So we need to dig back that way to make this tube. 2, 3, 4. I have to do that on the other side, so we'll... dig this back a bit. We might encounter the cactus farm. I don't remember what Y level it is over here, but it's over here. Couple more. hear water, so we are relatively close to it. It does need to be up one. There's our mana line. So it's likely we won't need to bring a mana pool down for our Hopper Hawk. Let's see, a Hopper Hawk with a mana pool can reach a 21 by 21 cubed area. I actually might want to put it in the middle of this, just to be sure. So to do that, we're gonna put one here and remove 3, 4, 5, that one. And you'll see, I'll put the Hopper Hawk in the middle instead of a mushroom, and yep, okay. So we've got that on this side. Nope, that's too close. What am I thinking? Okay. Can I do... Oops. Observers this way. Okay. And then we need the dirt here. Oops. All right. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. Maybe. I'm trying to figure out how to get... Podzol will spread, so I'm not too worried about it. We do this here. Oh, I don't know if the Podzol won't spread with this. So let's place all the dirt we need first before I place, because I'm going to need more than one of these seeds anyway. Now that I see how long this is, I think it only does a 9x9 area. Oh, there's our cactus farm. Okay. So... let me read real quick mushroom mechanics, spread mechanics. I think there's a specific number or whatever. Let's see. Spread. Mushrooms spread randomly into nearby blocks. They spread only if there are fewer than 5 mushrooms of the same type in a 9x9x3 area. So I might want to make this farm a little smaller in order, because otherwise it's not going to be at peak efficiency. Because it's currently 11 long. That's not a problem. We'll just shave off a couple. Okay, 9 by 9 by 3. Let's shave it off here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this one is actually going to count for where I'm going to have the hopper hawk. Okay. So then here is where we need the pistons. This. All right. And then the observers on top of that. Okay. Oh, grr, it pulled the dirt back and it didn't put it, it didn't put it back. Well, you Mr. Annoying. Okay. Great. We go back here. And I'm wondering if I should turn this into like living rock or something. I'll put... Oh, I can put a floating hopper hawk here and put a redstone, the red string container here, and then put the actual barrel up here. Yeah. Okay, let's plan for that after I place this, because it'll spread decent direction, and then we'll remove these after. I'm hoping this goes up, or if it stays on one level, we're gonna have to make several more of these. It looks like it only stays on the one level. Okay. Well, with that in mind, it only went to there too. Alright, so we need to get a bunch of more. Let's go make some more boreal seeds. I don't believe I have a floating hopper hawk, so we'll need to make that. And I might have a red string container, so we could get that set up. The red string container. There. And a drawer. Let's see. I have petite ones. I don't need petite ones. I need regular ones. So those will need to be made. Let's grab the brick. And then we'll grab some seeds. Or let's be absolutely sure we have enough. Alright. Now I realize I could have laid down a floor of Podzol and used Silk Touch to pick it up. I know that that's an option. I just didn't do it. So, alright, so let's do that. Which way do you point when I place you? I think I need to turn you around. And let's see. Yep, okay, connected. So then we'll put the hopper rock on top. Great. Alright, so did that. I'm gonna do one just for that one. Grr, let's not do that. Let's place an extra bit of dirt here, and we'll use Silk Touch to pick it up. Do I have Silk Touch on something? I do on the X. So we'll pick you up. You up. You. Okay. Oh. Suppose it might be a smart thing to put the mushrooms down. There we go. That is now seated on the bottom. And then we need to do this side. Can't reach that far. Okay. There we go. And then you can go here, here, and here. Alright. So now that is all seated there. I probably will want to put mushrooms up here to increase the chance of spread. But this is essentially a finished farm for the most part. I need to make the hopper hawk and it will run on its own now. We will need to do something with those. So let's make the hopper hawk. We need to put a corporeal spark here and then get the corporea network down here. I might want to pull this forward. And put it here. Okay. And we'll decorate the front area. We don't need to access this farm once it's running, so we have that. Let's get us a hopper hawk made. Should really bulk craft some of the floating flowers that I like so that I don't have to keep making them individually. How are we on air? 21, good deal. Alright. That's not what I want. That's what I want. Air. A redstone root in here. Oh, I have a regular hopper hawk. Hey, let's just do that. I do need to do the floating part, but yay! Pasture seed, I saw one. Yep. Okay. There we go. And let's hope that there is a mana pool within range that it can bind to. Because even though I have the mana line there, it might be in the middle of the mana line or something. So it might be too far away. Let's see. And it says it's bound to something. Now it also says picks up only items in frames. What I'm wondering is if I should put an item frame on that red string so it doesn't pick up cactus, or if it knows that because this only holds mushrooms, it can only pick up mushrooms. I would rather be safe than sorry, so let's get an item frame. Because if it gets stuck picking up cactus because the red string thing doesn't work the same. Alright. Let's hop up here. Use our axe to break you off, and put that there with a mushroom on it. Now, that's fine. Okay. I believe it's dark enough here for this to just work. Do that just to keep things from spawning underneath here. I'm going to pick up this iron as well. But then we have correction back on. That was a lot of iron. Okay, well. Great, so we can now like seal this off in some manner. All I have is living rock brick right now, so that works for the start. We'll close off this area. Do I want more than one? If I do, I'd have a lot of digging to do that direction. So I'll be happy with this right now. One mushroom, the one I put in there. So it's gonna take a long, this is a slow process. I don't expect this to be very fast, which is why I'm thinking I might need more than one. In order to do runes of earth to build up a supply of them, I'm going to need like 5 stacks of mushrooms to get started. And then I need to maintain that 5 stacks over the long term, because when you make a flower, you consume the rune. So it's not a reusable process like when you make other runes. So I will probably have another one down here next to it. Over here, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, ooh. Yep, this is the size that you need, a 7 by 7 space for large mushroom growth. I don't remember, like I said, if it's 9 tall or 7 tall. I don't remember. Does that work there? Should I move it over one? Move it over one. Okay. Well, I don't need mushrooms there. Grow up on there. You silly. It's gonna happen. It's gonna spread there. But I just, yeah. I'm like, oh well. And then if we do... We're out of the lands again. Okay. And boreal seed. That should convert all of this to podzol, so that I can then grab a mushroom and force grow it to be really tall. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm looking around just making sure this is all accurate. Okay, good. And it picked it up. Great. Okay, so we know that that works. Happy. I'm happy with that. Let's grab a piece of bone meal. I know I have a lot of bone meal here. Let's grab you. And a mushroom. And we're gonna see if I can grow a tall one or if I need to dig out extra space. Yay! Does look like I have a little bit of digging to do when I get to that point. I don't know what I'm gonna do for decorating the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I probably can make it a little taller. That's fine. Is this something I need to light up? Okay. Woo! So I think we're done. I think we've got our mushroom farm started. I just need to duplicate this, which means I need to dig some space out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna leave a space in the middle. So yeah, we'll go this way, we'll dig another spot, and we'll do another mushroom farm. Just the one of you. We're gonna put you here. And let's chop you down. Do you use the axe? I don't want the axe because I don't need these blocks. Alright, we'll just punch them. So this is how I'm going to be getting mushrooms really quickly to build up my supply. And then we'll have to monitor and see how well it maintains its amount as I need them. So... oh. We need to be up here. There we go. Oh, it just grew one. That was cool. While we were here. I like that. Yeah. Now I would vein mine this out, but it'll leave the line, the mana line, just floating, visible. And I'm not sure I want to do that. I might manually just dig out the space for these, for the next one of this. And decorate the area. Probably put slabs down underneath here so that the mushrooms can't grow on the slabs. I don't know if it does a check or if it's growable space before it places, but I want to reduce the growable space here. So we'll make this all slabs so it can't grow there. It doesn't look like this is going to cover every area. I might have to do that and get it to expand a little bit further for the most part. Put one here, and we could put a red one over there and just have a couple of red ones as it spreads, because that's not a big deal. Like I said, don't have any use for red mushrooms, but sure, have red mushrooms anyway, because you can. Why not? Alright. And then we'll check on our sugarcane, see how that's building up. F7. Yeah, it's really dark there. Pop off? No. They won't plant if the light level is over 12. And these give off a light level 15, I think? 15, 14, 13, 12. Oh, look at that. Can't put one there. I don't want things to spawn up here. $15, $14, $13, $12. Okay. So we're gonna have to put a light out, probably not here, but out further. We'll figure it out soon enough. I'm not concerned about that 100%. But yeah, so let's go up here and dump off our inventory a little bit. I'm happy with the one mushroom tunnel running. Let's see here. We need orbital indexes and some droppers. We need to get the Corporea network into there for the mushrooms. Does it go down here? It does. It's here. Okay. So we can... might need to have it in the stairwell somewhere. I could have it behind the wall. Like here, and go that way. So that one's connected. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put it here. That's connected. I still have the hopper hawk highlighted. I don't want that. All right. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, you're connected. Fantastic. Okay. 11 mushrooms in there. And 11 mushrooms here. So if we do count mushroom 36, 14. There's 24 and 11. Must be another one down there now. Are there 12? There was 11, so it must have grown one. So somewhere else I have another mushroom. I wonder where. Oh well. Oh. No. Let's say I have mushrooms down there, but none of those are on the Corporean network. There, is that an Enderman? Oh goodness, you go everywhere, didn't you? Must be raining outside. It's the only time I ever get them down here. Alright, let's put the air rune away. Corporeal sparks. Can't fit the droppers in there. Let's do that. So where would I have another mushroom, I wonder? Not gonna wonder too hard, but I'm just kind of don't know. I guess I just thought most of the bulk of my Corporeal sparks on inventories, I have them all, like I know what's in them. Oh well. Alright, so let's see. I'm happy with that right now. Let me check that off my to-do list because I had mushroom farm on here. I'm happy with that now. This was all in progress to getting the earth rune made. So I have the supplies written down on a little notepad about what I need to have supplies of to make the earth rune. Now, for that, we need the mushrooms, coal, which is why I want to get that orchid running so we can get coal. Stone, we've got that stone generator that I don't know why the water disappears. If I could figure that out, I might have to do the same thing that I have set up for the lava, and that is just have it dispense it and pick it up and put it down. Hopefully, because I don't know why it's disappearing. We have mana steel, which we're getting iron from the orchid when it's running. We might end up doing an iron farm if I go through a lot of this. And then mana powder will be sugar. We need to craft the sugar cane into sugar. That is something we're going to look at and see how quickly it's producing sugar cane. 3 stacks and 48, so we're doing okay. I might need to make a bigger farm. We'll see, but I might. Because I'm pretty sure sugar isn't something that we can dupe. We could have a witch farm eventually. I haven't seen a witch hut to turn into a farm. I haven't been looking very hard either, so I actually haven't gone exploring just to explore. I haven't since the very beginning. So that is something we could do when I don't know what I want to do. So yeah, those are the things we need for Earth Runes. So we definitely want to be able to run that orchid so that we can get coal blocks. And the mana powder, we need to set up a crafty crate to craft sugar cane into sugar. And it will be a similar setup to this. Just trying to think. When I learn more redstone, which is the point of this, I want to be able to use the crystal cubes that are offered by Botania to, like, for example, this mana steel. I want it to only run when there's a certain amount, when there's more than a certain amount of iron in the system. So I would need to be able to power this block when there's not enough iron. So you can put a comparator on a crystal cube. And it outputs a signal based on how much is in your network, how much supply you have. So what I would want to figure out is how to set the crystal cube with the comparator to go into this block when there's not enough. So probably you have to invert the signal to do that. Again, that's something I need to play around with and learn how to do. So that this doesn't run when I'm low on iron, and then eventually I have to learn that if I'm low on mana, it doesn't run also. So this setup will likely get more complicated, and I'm hoping to keep it so that it's modular like this. We'll see, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, so for the crafty crate, set up the system like we do for the petals. Did I use... I used this, and then this was the crafty crate, I believe. No, maybe it's just the crafty crate into a hopper, into a chest. Let's go look, because I can't remember how I have it set up in Petal Hall. So we're going to check out Petal Hall real quick. Okay, yep, hopper in the chest, crafty crate, corporeal spark, and then I have a redstone lamp above it so I can manually turn this system off. And then the back is exactly like I have already. For detecting how much is in here. Alright. And we'll be able to do this for sugar. Sugar cane up here into this crafty crate with just the one spot. Turn it into sugar. Alright, let's see. Hopper, chest. Do I have a crafty crate in here? No, I need to make one. What? How much? It needs Dreamwood planks. Alright. So we have a crafted crate. Dropper and a corporeal spark, 2 item frames. I need more than one. So there's the funnel. And I'm in here for what? I don't remember. Okay, let's start the other side of the aisle here. We'll put it right here. This spot will be this will be sugar with a hopper on top of it. And the crafty crate will be right there. And then that will be the corporea funnel. Another item frame. And we're going to put another corporea spark on you. Need one more corporea spark for this chest. And then we just need to set up the redstone. Hopefully it doesn't go all the way to there. Alright, so we need slabs, parator, redstone, one more U, a torch, a repeater. Sure. Alright, comparator out of the chest, into a block, and you've seen this before, so I'm going to try and do it as quickly as possible. And we need it to go to there. That'll be the repeater, and that is going to be the redstone, and then actually block. Come up here. Let me up. Do you? On top of you will be that. We need redstone there, and this will be where the torch goes. This needs to be on 4. Alright, so then you. Alright. So we'll put the torch on there once we configure it. It needs to be I need a piece of sugar and I need a piece of sugar cane. Alright. Sugar cane. Sugar. We need the filter, the pattern, which I think is in here. Yep, there it is. The crafting pattern, a 1x1 crafting pattern. Alright. I believe it is all set. Now, this is gonna need like 6 stacks of sugar cane. So that's gonna be ticking for a while since we don't have 6 stacks, but might as well set it up. Off it goes. Now this should just make sugar. Yay, it's making sugar. Woohoo. So yeah, then this one is set up to take the sugar and turn it into mana powder. I'm gonna wait for this to finish. And again, eventually we're gonna need to set it up so that this won't run if we don't have enough sugar. Yeah, so I have to learn how to do that, and I'm not sure there's any like tutorials about setting that up. I might have to watch some more of the Jim's really old series where he did the Botania challenges, because that might have had a an off switch. I'm pretty sure he had an off switch for the mana pool, so I'd have to learn that. But yeah, I need to learn how to not let this run if it doesn't have enough. I need to have a stock, essentially. So this will keep running. We don't have enough to get to the point that it shuts off, but because it needs 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it needs quite a bit of sugar. But we'll let that run. That'll be the start of this line where it's just a bunch of crafting processes. And it's modular as well. So we'll be able to, I need to make a hopper hock for here. Oh no, I don't, because it's hoppers. So I need hopper hocks for this process. Okay, we're fine. Yes, we're fine.